United States has always talked about defending democracy versus authoritarianism. Do you buy that kind of narrative? Do you think it is about that?
Not at all. The U.S. Foreign policy is based on a terrible and illegal idea called regime change. The U.S. Since 1947, since the National Security Act and the establishment of the CIA, has seen fit to determine who governs where around the world. Of course, it can't do this, but it tries to do this. There have been more than 80 U.S.-led regime change operations during this period. These are illegal, they are dangerous, and they are destabilizing. Sometimes they throw out democracies and bring in authoritarian governments. Sometimes they throw out authoritarian governments and bring in so-called democracies. But what they almost always do is make a complete mess, lead to war and instability. And the main point that I am emphasizing for U.S. foreign policy above all is the doctrine of non-intervention, which is a global legal doctrine under the UN Charter, which is that countries should not interfere in the internal affairs of other countries, much less try to overthrow their governments. So this is the U.S. terrible habit, and it's completely documented now, dozens and dozens and dozens of cases, and it continues, and it's extremely dangerous. It has nothing to do with democracy per se. It has to do with the United States government trying to put in place governments that it thinks will support American interests.